Well, yesterday's oil change went pretty well of the 280 SC. Only have a couple of drops on the ground, and that was probably more likely from the power steering gear leak than anything else. But what I really wanted to talk about was the yard. Definitely time to mow. This will be the first cut of the spring. And to do that job, I thought I'd show you guys the tool I'm going to use. And what we have here is the John Deere SST18 lawnmower. It's a spin steer lawnmower, which means it steers from the rear tires, kind of like a bulldozer. One tire stops and the other goes in the opposite direction, and vice versa. It's got the Briggs & Stratton Vanguard series engine, electric start, 18 horsepower. Don't know how. Yeah, rebranded to John Deere. What's a little bit heavier duty about this engine is it's got the full pressure lubrication, just like an automotive engine has. You got your low oil pressure cutoff switch and the oil filter, which I've actually upgraded to a larger size to increase the capacity and to provide some extra cooling. And figured I'd do a cold start of this machine for the first time this season. And machine I've had since 2001, and believe it or not, that is the original battery that came with it. So we're working with a battery that's 11 years old. Show you guys the date code on there, E1, May 2001. And I've been keeping a charge on it every couple of weeks just to hold it up. So figured I'd do a cold start today and see if it'll crank over and start for me. So what do you guys think? 11-year-old lawn and garden battery, is it ever going to start? So let's find out. So over here we have our choke. I'll go ahead and engage that to full. And I've already got the throttle set to where I wanted it. Somewhat slow. I don't want to rev the engine too much since it hasn't been started in all that long. And let's go ahead and see what happens here. Got lights anyway. Let's give it a crank. Awesome. 11-year-old battery still hanging in there, and the engine just cranked right over. It's in pretty good shape. It's been setting up for about maybe 4 or 5 months, since about November perhaps, but I don't know, just wanted to see how long this battery would last. But anyway, I'll do more videos on this machine too, how to properly lubricate lawnmower blades, and maybe do an oil change on it at the same time, and show you guys what that's all about. So stay tuned.